All right, so before we get into part two of the Hood Estates Mania, I gotta shout the Hustle fam, everybody who's been out there supporting the show, reposting, sharing in their stories, all that good stuff, spreading the word. Shout to y'all, Q underscore, you Azar, I don't know how you pronounce that. Pardon me. Skip Gates, Morgan Bree Mogul, Flossin to you, I.247, always coming through. It's Al1, my man, Mega the Machine. What up, Mega? River Park Road, Brittany, good looking out on the show suggestions. You came through with that, appreciate it. Motorboat Jones, what up? Dr. Fax, my brother. Tax Pros Orlando, what up, Cheeks? King Nabby the Great, my brother, Two-Tone, Two-Tone. We gotta find out who you are for real, man. You hiding underneath that name, man. You got like 4 followers and like following like 4,000. You gotta come clean, brother. Nah, I'm just messing with you, bruh. Shout to you. One love. Prince Petrage. Prince Petrage said we gotta get Whack 100 on the show. I'm working on that, man. That's gonna be a tough nut to crack, but I'm working on it. Shout to all y'all for real. Also, second order of business. Listen, Hustle fam, I need y'all, especially if y'all listening in on iTunes, on the Apple Podcast platform, I need y'all to rate and review the show. Rate the show, and review. Give me good, honest feedback. Tell me what y'all think. But we need to get those ratings and those reviews up. So I need y'all to do that for me this week. Aside from that, with no further ado, let's get into part two of the show. Last week, y'all was blowing it up, man. The show was crazy. And I know y'all can't wait to get into part two. So I'm going to shut up and let y'all do y'all thing. All right? What's up, y'all? This is Ramel Watley, and welcome to Truckin' Hustle, the podcast for trucking entrepreneurs. If you want to learn about the trucking industry from the business side of things, you're in the right place. Every week, I interview the people who are making it happen on a daily basis. I get them to share their successes, their failures, and sometimes even their secrets. The goal is to show you how you too can create financial freedom in the booming trucking industry. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
How can I help people?
There you go.
How can I help someone?
100%. 100%.
The money will come from it, and that's what happened. From everything, from Hood Estates to the hotel to the trucking course to our elite real estate. It's all been about even the mastermind.
Turn my mic up. Take there. Yeah. On the road to the riches. Life takes a toll like bridges. Good friends become foes and snitches. Better watch who knows in your business.
They don't have the right people skills, or they don't know how to follow the rules and authority. Yeah, because you told them when they were minors that they had an opinion.
What I tell people all the time? They took prayer out of school.
Oh, for sure.
They took discipline out of school. They took it from the parents. And now we wonder why it happens from the police and from other people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It is going to happen.
Yeah.
I was always told from my grandma, and they used to tell me, you rather me get down on you than them out there in them streets.
Because I love you.
You rather me beat you or me discipline you.
My Lord.
Then let them streets or the system.
Yeah.
The system don't care about you. Them people out there don't care about you.
Oh my God.
Right.
And they took that away.
Yes, they did.
So now the parents don't have that authority or not taking the authority in some cases, and then wonder why these things happen in some cases. Now, obviously, there's different situations, but in some cases, this is the reason. If we took care of it at home, it couldn't happen out there.
Right.
So
and it's just so much structure removed.
Yeah.
With so much blame that it's time to stop pointing the fingers, and we need to take back our households.
Yep.
And even if they're not your kids, somebody else's kid needs to be loved on.
Yeah.
That's it. If you see it, God sent it your way, love on them.
Yep.
Give them that outlet. It's crazy. We had a kid come, he had been with us since he was 14 years old from the hotel.
Yeah.
And he came, and he was hard-headed, and I kept saying, okay, baby, you're going to be 15 next year. I said, you're going to be 16 next year. Next thing you know, he was 21. He still ain't had nothing going for himself. He moved out of Miami. He went and got his certification. He got his GED. And the first place he came after he left his mama's house was here.
Yep.
He said, I did it, Mom. I did it, Pop. I did it. Because we loved on him.
Yep.
He got a job. He got a great job. He came over. The next time he came over, he had his own car. He was like, look, Mom, Pop, I got my car.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He was excited.
Yeah. Wow.
Because we took over love. We backed his mother.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sometimes that mom or that father needs some support.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't got to be your DNA.
For sure. 100%. Wow. Powerful stuff, man. We getting into some powerful stuff, man. This is the type of conversation I like to have. All right. So let me think here. All right, let's get back to a little bit of business real quick.
All right, come on.
Because let's get back to business. Hood Estates. Why the name Hood Estates?
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I'll say that one. So, like I told you before, we were doing a lot of managing properties in the hood, and for people that wasn't, from the hood or in the hood, or not necessarily even be from the hood, but didn't have a lot of really concern for the hood, but just saw the money there. And as we were going through things and we started buying properties in the hood and managing properties in the hood and rehabbing property in the hood, we started to say, well, instead of this thing we call real estate, we do real estate in the hood.
Right.
So let's call it Hood Estates.
Okay.
And then if you used to see, Sandy's shirt says War Zone Profit, right? So it says War Zone Profit. That's our tagline. So it says Hood Estates War Zone Profit. Well, that came from, and I won't put them out there. I won't put no shout out, but there's a certain other podcast out there.
Okay.
That, every time they would talk about the Black communities, the lower income communities, the hood, they would call them war zones.
Right.
Like that's their tag. It's a war zone. And I remember reading those forums and those blogs, and people was like, why y'all call it war zone? Oh, because it's worse than Iraq. That's what they used to say. It's worse than Afghanistan. You go there, you gonna get shot. It was all these stereotypes of the hood. And they used to call it war zone. And he's like, stay out of the war zone, stay out of the war zone. That's what everybody say. Don't buy in the war zone. It's a war zone. So we vowed that we're going to buy in the war zone. And we're going to make profits. So here we are, Hood Estates, war zone profits. Because them same war zones you talking about, we make profits there. And
not only that, they were sending us to go in to our people. So y'all was sending us in to war.
Right.
While they make the money.
Right.
So
So that's where that whole thing came from. We started to look up and realize that, you know what? I remember back in the days, like my grandmas, both of my grandmas, the older people in the family, they all owned their houses in the hood.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. But as you grew up and grew older, now nobody really owns a house in the hood anymore.
Nope.
Right.
So, and then more importantly, okay, you're renting. Okay, that's fine if you have to rent. But you're not even renting from somebody that looks like you. And it's not, it's the thing is, you have to start circulating this dollar.
Right.
I mean, like amongst the community, this is how you build. So it's nothing wrong with rent from somebody that look like you. But what happens is listen, my grandma used to always tell me, I don't care what nobody tell you. I don't care what nobody tell you. Listen, right now, this is sure you on here with us. If you was down to your last dollar and it was a choice between helping your family and helping my family, listen, I know you love us. I know you follow. I know you gonna help your family.
Right, for sure.
Natural. So it's not anything other than some of these people that were buying in these communities, they're making the money from the rents, but they're taking it out the community because they're helping their family, which that's the natural cycle of things.
Right.
So if maybe somebody from the community or that has a heart for the community is making profits in this community, they'll be apt to put the money back because this community is my family. Guess what? That house down the street, that is my grandma's house.
Right.
That is my cousin's house. That's my homeboy house I went to high school with. That because we all from the hood.
Right.
So now if I'm here, I'm more inclined to do more here. So that was the whole thing that, how can we do this? Because we started to look up and realize that nobody's owning these properties and everybody they renting to, Forget don't even live in the hood. Half these people don't live in the country.
What you say?
What? Let's keep it real.
Right.
So, you know, it was like, okay, listen, we got to get in the hood and we got to start empowering and encouraging and motivating our people to buy properties in our communities. And obviously, there's a bigger mountain to climb to get people that are already there to buy, because there's so many factors. You're talking saving, you're talking about having good credit, you're talking about, you know, the down payment, you're talking about being able to keep up with the maintenance of the house, not going to mindset, right? Which is the whole thing. So if we can now encourage those who, quote unquote, even have made it out of the hood, because there's a lot of us that made it out of the hood, to start putting money back into the hood. And even it was a funny thing. What I realized was one of the reasons they had us managing the hood is because we understood each other.
Right.
It's like speaking different language.
Right.
Do you speak Portuguese?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so if you had a bunch of property in Portugal, if that's where it's at,
right,
you couldn't do as much as the person that speaks Portuguese.
For sure.
It's culture. It's language. It's all these things. So we realized we were needed because I understand what this person is going through, because I was too in this situation.
What you saying?
I understand what dude going through, because I too was in that situation. She understands what that woman with these kids that don't have a father in the home is going through, because she too was in this situation. So now I can understand and I can relate. I mean, I can't. Now, I'll be honest. It's still a business here, so I can't just let you live for free.
Right.
For sure.
For instance, I'll give you one example real quick.
Okay.
We have a tenant. We just did a property. We have a tenant in it, right? And through all of it going on, my property manager, is my cousin, called me to turn the lights off when the tenant was supposed to move in, you know, turn off the power and water. And, you know, I'll be honest, I probably was somewhere popping a bottle. I didn't remember, right? I didn't remember to call the company and turn it off.
Right.
So a month later, I get a bill like, what the hell? I get this almost $200 bill. I don't have lights there. Like, the tenant's been there for over a month now.
Right.
And, you know, she never switched it over to her, right?
Okay.
So immediately, I was about to cut it off. Now, here's the difference. I call my cousin and I say, hey, you know, she didn't pay the. He said, man, let me call and find out what's going on. So he called me back. Yeah, she, you know, she didn't lie. She didn't forget. She just, you know, she didn't really have it. So she just was like, gonna wait till it cut off and then, you know, and then it cut off. So I say, and he said, well, cousin, I told her that you're gonna cut these lights off today. And he was like, I was like, well, let me ask you, how many kids she got? He said, man, she got 5 kids. It's her by herself and her kids. I say, well, all right, do she got the money? He said, I'm going to be honest, no, she's on a fixed income. So she's not going to get money till next month. So she just said she understands, and, you know, if they got to use candles, they got to use candles or whatever until next month. I say, no, we're not going to do that. Leave the lights on. We'll take, let her take this month. It's okay. Leave the lights on. We'll take care of it. Don't even worry about her trying to pay us from last time, because she in a hole and she ain't gonna never get out that hole. And let's just do it.
Right.
It's something that I have a passion for my people.
Yeah.
I understand that situation.
Right.
She was that woman in the house. We were there with no money to pay the light.
Right.
So granted, there's some things that obviously she got to get fixed mindset-wise to get into this financial place that she needs to be. But here we go again. That day it didn't matter. Like, she wasn't gonna go from, oh, you know, lights finna be off to now I know how to handle my finances in one day.
Right.
So, you know, we got to meet people where they are sometimes. Sometimes we too stuck on, you know, I remember we did the thing where we helped the workers that lost their income during the government shutdown, and we did a giveaway. We gave away almost $10,000, you know, $250 or $300 to each worker that contacted us in the DM.
Nice.
We had some idiot come in the comment section and was like, oh, well, you know, that's their fault that they shouldn't have saved money, and, you know, they should be able to handle their bills because, you know, if this government shut down, you know, and, you know, just because they did. I say, listen, that's all fine and dandy, and we'll do a lesson on being financially prepared. Right. However, these people still got to eat.
Right.
So, you know, sometimes we do that as people so caught into, you know, you need to do this. You gotta let's get this situation under control, then we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
So going back to the point, being able to do little things like that, little things like leaving the lights on when anybody else probably would have cut them off, is why we do it. This is why, because it's my community.
Right.
You understand? It's my community. It's when we're rehabbing the house and you got the guys on the corner and my cousin like, hey, cuz if you can get a couple of them guys to come in and just pull the trash out the house, I know they can't do too many skill things, but tell them to pick up the trash. Let them cut the grass. Let's get some money in their pockets. You know what I mean?
Right.
And even telling some of these guys like, listen, there's no reason why you can't own these houses. The same way. You know?
Let me ask you a question, because you bring up a good point. As a businessman, do you find that people, let's say tenants or employees, people that work for you, as a Black businessman who relates to the hood and relates to the community, do you find that people try to take advantage?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's gonna happen because again, this is what we've been bred on.
Right.
Like we've always been trying to, how do I get over, or how do I find the next lick, or how can I maneuver around this situation? Because we never built the foundation of figuring things out the proper way.
Right.
So yes, it happens. In fact, it's one of the reasons why we've been able to be successful in the hood. Why they sent us to manage, because they were getting got. To be honest, the owners was getting got.
Yeah.
You know? So we know, again, because we from the hood and we experienced this. I know when you lying. Like I know when you lying and I know when you're not lying.
You got that sixth sense.
I got that sixth sense. I already know how you talking. I can tell. You know. So yeah, they going. Yes, some people. And this again, not all people. That's the other thing. People have a problem with categorizing everybody into one thing.
Yeah.
And the tenants in the hood, they destroy your house, blah, 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 blah. They don't, listen, I got people who house look 10 times better than I done been in some nice people houses. And I'm like, man, you don't clean up this joint?
Right.
In some of our properties in the hood, clean as a whistle. You know, you can't categorize everybody in one cat. Oh, yeah, everybody's the same. So
that's true. You know, that's very true.
We get that where people gonna try to get over, but that's also where the barrier comes in, whether, you know, be honest, we could be standing next to our tenants, we have been before, out in public somewhere, and they don't even know it's us that own the house.
We had just evicted one of our tenants, right?
That's crazy.
And she ain't know us, and we didn't know her.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
She was going back and forth with cousin property management. Oh my God! I mean, girl was going in on them, right?
Yeah.
So we happened to pull up in McDonald's. The cousin called us and was telling us, man, this chick talking all that right? So we get right in the line, right at the window. And he said, all right, so Pike said, well, we on our way to your house now, we at McDonald's.
Yeah.
He said, what McDonald's y'all at?
We had the one right
We
here.
had the one right here right at the expressway.
Right.
That food. He was like, I was like, what? Hey, the lady who give you the food at the window, hey, that's her. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I was like, I'm going to see if she know who we are. So I went up. I was like, hey, how you doing? She's like, hi, how you doing? I'll be right back with your food. I knew right then she knew who he was. My food was clear.
She knew who he was. He had just left from up there. And she started cussing him out.
He cussed him out.
So he left his food and just left.
Yes, he did. He wouldn't even drink the food, the other coffee. He was like, I wouldn't drink. She didn't know who we was.
Yeah.
She knew who we was.
Yeah.
Right,
so that barrier between property managers and stuff like that, all of that helps. At least
you have to have that. You have to have that buffer.
Oh yeah.
You know, because you don't want to have that familiarity. You know what I mean?
Man.
You gotta have that buffer in between.
Yeah.
Listen, we had to be careful when we ate, because a lot of people at our hotel.
Yeah, when we had the hotel.
And they were chefs, right?
Yeah, like.
So we looking at these people, y'all chefs.
Yeah.
What? But okay.
Yeah.
We gonna throw the judgment out the door.
Yeah.
So I'm like, y'all chef in these restaurants, man. I told Pike, I was like, well, we gotta be real careful.
Yeah.
Trying to look in the kitchen.
We had to put a lot of people out the hotel. Like,
man.
Really?
The hotel is different. Like that's, if you don't pay, you don't stay. It's not like
right.
pay before, like, boom, you don't pay, you gotta go. So a lot of people, you know, used to have a lot of sob stories and you know what I mean? And believe it or not, coming to Jacksonville was my first time experiencing, I'm gonna just keep it real, white people in the hood.
Like poverty, period.
Yeah, white poverty to that level.
Gotcha.
Like, this hotel was not in a great area.
Yeah, and it was 85% of our guests
were
poor white people.
Yep.
Okay.
We never experienced that before.
I never experienced that coming from Miami. The hood was like black people all
Right.
What poor white people had other than the trailer park? Like,
I had never seen that like that, not to that degree.
Right.
Gotcha.
And it really opened our eyes. But we used to see a lot of those people. We end up, you know, listen, man, you gotta do a whole podcast on the hotel.
What? Oh my goodness.
That's there.
Woo!
I could imagine the stories, man. I could imagine the stories.
Man. Boy.
Wow.
Every day was an adventure. Not one. There was not one
from
day.
Racism to, you know, and I'll say this. I experienced some of the worst hate in my life ever.
Yeah.
In my life there. And I've experienced some of the best love in my life there. The same place, believe it or not.
And that's by both parties.
Yeah.
Too. By black and white.
Black and white.
Right.
Both parts. Yes.
Right.
And some of the worst discrimination, even down from the police department and all of that stuff, man.
Yeah.
We was told like, oh, this place gonna be a crack hotel. Like, there's no way y'all gonna clean this place up. Like, it's impossible, you know. Like, from that to being told it's impossible that you own this hotel. You don't have ownership in this hotel.
Wow.
You're a liar. And
Wow.
You know, like it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, from every aspect, it was crazy, but
we had a lot. I mean, and it's crazy. I think that's too another thing that we experienced. Not only just the poverty aspect, I think we experienced a lot of love from a lot of white families.
Yeah.
Like we bonded so much, and there was no color involved.
Yeah.
100%. I tell people all the time, man, there's good and evil in every color.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got good black folks, you got evil black folks. You got good white folks, you got evil white folks. I mean, you know what I mean? You got to transcend above that at some point.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got to transcend above that at some point. We can't just stay mad because we're not using our energy to figure out how we're going to get ahead. We're using our energy staying mad and staying stuck in the same place. You know what I mean?
Right.
Your difference might not be on a platform. Your difference might be right there, your next door neighbor. Your difference might be at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Right.
I think sometimes people want that. They want to be that forefront, and you know they want the publicity. They want all this stuff, and it's not necessary because that you never know who life you'll touch just by a conversation. I put up a lot of times on my page, man. Somebody needs your smile.
Yes.
Man,
Yes.
It's so many times people like, man, I don't even know you, but your smile just brightened my whole day.
Right.
Only a person heart that's heavy. And I did an experiment a couple of times with this. I smile at somebody, and if they don't smile back, immediately God told me to pray for them.
Right.
Holes in their heart.
Right.
It wasn't and I didn't supposed to take it personal. The reason why they didn't smile at me is because there was something broken. And he did not tell me to fix it. You don't got to know what it is. And I did that for a minute where I was literally covering people because they wasn't smiling back. They didn't even know I was blessing them with a smile.
Right.
That's very important.
Yeah, no, 100%, man, 100%, and definitely, like you said, like start a conversation with a stranger, man. You never know the things that, and that's part of the reason why I started this podcast, because I'm just so interested in talking to people and hearing their stories, you know, because everybody has a story. Like, you know, there's a story anywhere. You just have to find a way to get it out. You know what I mean? You got to find a way to get somebody talking the way they'll tell you that they're from the projects. You know what I'm saying?
Man, boy, and you notice he ain't tell you what project because I'm from Lincoln Field 305 all day. Lincoln Field, baby. Yeah, where you from?
I'm from Miami.
Oh man. So all right. So Hood Estates. So you guys get Hood Estates started. Now, what's under Hood Estates? What actual business? What's the business model of Hood Estates when you guys first get that started?
Well, at the time, it was no business at all. It was
a hobby.
It was just a hobby. Like, hey,
it was a hobby.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's like the flipping houses, basically. That was Hood Estates, or was it like a movement? Because
so we were already doing the houses. What we had decided was that we were not going to. I'll be honest. we weren't going to flip any houses because remember what happened to us before.
Correct. Okay.
Like we buying and holding for passive income, for rental income. And one property turned to 2, turned to 4, to 10, to 15, to 20, to 30, and so on and so forth, right?
Okay.
So what happened was the brand Hood Estates was just, we was like, okay, we already do properties in our company names, but you know what? Let's do this Hood Estate brand.
Okay.
You know? And we had the brand name, but this is before we had Instagram.
Okay. Got you.
We came up with the name long before Instagram. It was just sitting there.
Got you.
When we sold the hotel, we took a few months off and we were like, okay, because remember we had been there before.
Right.
We had money saved. We had made a nice little chunk of money from selling the hotel, but we knew from past
Right.
that this money will not last forever.
There you go. 100%.
Investing right into streams of income that's going to bring in money. So we had already had some property before the hotel was sold, but now, okay, we know we're going to buy more property with some of this money, but what else can we do? And at the time we were like, what can we do to make money? But we don't want to be, stuck in one place.
Got
and we
you.
were like, hey, the internet is one way, to make money. Nowadays, social media. So Sandy was talking at the time. We was talking about opening a social media marketing agency.
Okay.
We still got the company name. Customized Online Marketing is the name of the company, right?
Okay.
We incorporated the company.
Yeah, we did.
And we was like, okay, our next venture, we're gonna take 2 months off and relax, and then we're gonna start this social media marketing agency. So we bought a course, which I keep telling people, get these courses, like they work. If you put in the work, most of them work. Now, some people courses is BS, but in most cases, the knowledge is there. So we got a course and we started to learn from the course. And one of the things it said was practice some of these things on your personal page. Well, I didn't have a personal page because I wasn't really big on social media, and she didn't want to do it on her personal page. So we was like, hey, you know what? Remember that brand name we came up with? We trademarked it months ago, Hood Estates, because that's what we do. We buy properties in the hood. How about we just take that, start an Instagram with the name and use the name Hood Estates?
Okay.
And then let's just practice, how to post, what kind of post to post, what times to post, hashtag, like the things that we learn in this course that we're going to be using to help other people's companies.
Right.
Let's just practice on this page.
Okay. Got you. And that's basically how Hood Estates was born.
It was born just like that.
We started, this boy launched that thing January 15, right?
Mm-hmm.
February 15, we had 10,000 followers.
Wow.
We was freaking out. I mean, like, we didn't have nothing, because at the time, we didn't know nothing about social media, so we were so wide open. We was like, man, we don't know what the hell to do with y'all. Like, what y'all want? Like, why y'all, and we used to get on there like, why y'all following us?
Right.
What make y'all come on here? Like, what we doing?
People was asking, y'all don't got a course, y'all don't got, like, no.
Right.
Nothing.
So what y'all need, like, what kind of course y'all want?
Yeah. And that's what we started coming up with. Whatever somebody asked us, I would go and now record a course on it.
Right.
And at the time, see, you gotta take advantage, people. To go another, take advantage of opportunity. Boom.
There we
Opportunity knocks a lot, but it's not gonna always be the same.
Okay.
At the time, believe it or not, I was selling courses for $1.99.
Yeah, we were.
Okay.
It was like, some of the same courses we sell now. I'm just keeping it real.
Yeah. I got you.
It was like,
man,
hey, I don't, that's not what we
know
do.
what to do.
Yeah, I'm just doing this. Let me just toss it out there.
Right.
See what happens. It's $1.99. And believe it or not, nobody really bought it.
Right.
And you know what? And we were getting DMs. You know why they said they didn't buy it? They say
it can't be worth nothing if it's only $1.99.
Too cheap.
It can't be that important for $1.99.
They say when people pay, they pay attention.
Right.
When people pay, they pay attention. Yeah. It could be the same value in the same course or whatever the case, but when they pay, they will actually apply the steps and they'll do it, because they had to use their energy.
That's true. And that's what happened. And we did it, and I'm gonna be honest, for almost a year. It was still just a hobby.
I know.
We were just,
I don't know.
It wasn't because we were still focused on our own businesses, which we still do now. But we were in the process of making them passive.
Right.
See, at the time, we were still in the day-to-day, going to all the projects. And I built up my cousin to be able to project manage all the projects without me. Mm-hmm. We built up our other cousin to be able to manage all of the properties without me and her. So all this process was going on while we were just posting on Hood Estates.
Right.
You know, believe it or not, to sort of go into it a little bit, it was a random Thursday, and excuse me, I posted our truck that the first truck we had got from the hotel, because that's what got us into trucking.
Okay.
And I'll give that story. But from that post, so many people started hitting us up like, hey, what's this trucking thing about? And I remember replying to people, we don't do trucking. We're real estate. Like, right. It's a Throwback Thursday post.
Right.
Yeah, like, God, like,
right.
So many people start asking about trucking. I'm like, yes, we did it. Like, we own trucks. Yeah, we've done it, but that's not what we teach. We teach real estate.
Got you.
And another Throwback Thursday post. I did the second truck we had. And the same thing. And then you got to be wise, like, wait a minute.
They were like, can you make a video to teach me how to do it?
Yeah, like people start, can you mentor me one-on-one?
Right.
You know, and you know, it started off with me mentoring some people one-on-one. About 7 people, about 7 to 8 people one-on-one. Trucking Justin was like the second or third person I ever mentored one-on-one.
Okay.
You know? And it went so well, more people started asking.
Right.
And here we go again about scaling. I knew it was impossible for me to teach everybody one-on-one. Like, it's not going to get there. So I took the same knowledge that I was teaching them, and we put it in a video course. And we launched the Trucking Masterclass. And sort of the rest is history. You know, definitely over 100 people have been helped. We know we're directly responsible for over 100 people literally getting their truck, getting on the road. I don't know how many trucks. I don't know how many people are still in the business or whatever. Because like every business, you know, everybody doesn't survive every business. But
sure.
You know, we know through our course, through our mentorships and things like that, we've helped a lot of people. Some
100%.
Some will come back to us and tell us. Some we never hear from. Some you see or you hear months down the line. Oh man, I got the course and I got a truck. Oh, when? Oh, about 6 months ago. Hey, you know, say something else, you know.
Right.
But that's sort of how it all came together, and here we are now, you know.
So the takeaway from that is, you know, you had a vision, you know, the Hood Estates vision. You guys took action immediately. You invested in yourself. You bought a course, right? Listen, people, right? The knowledge that they didn't have, they invested in themselves. They bought a course. They immediately applied that knowledge, right? Started building the Instagram up, right? And by mistake, all of a sudden one day, now you find an opportunity to teach something to people that you're not even currently even doing anymore. You know what I mean? And that has grown into something that is massive. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy. That's
the beauty of God, man. I can't take any of this. I can't, as much as I want to take the credit, I can't take the credit.
No.
Because, and God says, I do things like this for you to know that it wasn't you. Because if it was something you thought it would work, then you would take the glory for it. You would take responsibility for it.
Right.
So I have to do something that you never could have even fathomed that you could do, and show you that it's me who's making it happen.
Right.
You know?
People not making themselves available. You know, I can say if they can take nothing else from your podcast, that you have to make yourself available for God to use you as something. If you're not available, then you're not gonna get used.
Right.
And then you will always be a worker.
Right.
Wow.
Now you always gotta be a worker bee.
Right.
There is greatness inside of if you got breath in your body, that's greatness in you that somebody needs. Now let God go ahead and spit on that, blow on that, and put fire in you to let somebody else use. If you understand that you are a service, you're not a servant.
Right.
As a how can you say, as being captured, you are a servant to give.
Right.
So how can God use you to use that service?
Right.
That's you gotta be available.
Right. And I think what's important too is, you said it earlier about solving problems, but I heard it before and I never really understood it, even more so until now. But even down to the hotel, and now that I think about it, the reason it was successful and things, the more things that you do that you're not trying to make money, like you're not, your whole business not, how can I make money with this?
That's big,
There you go. There you go.
Believe it or not, if you just say, how can I help people?
Man.
There you
How
go.
can I help someone?
Man.
100%.
The money
100%.
will come from it. And that's what happened. From everything, from Hood Estates to the hotel, to the trucking course, to our elite real estate, it's all been about, even the mastermind.
Yeah.
Right.
Remember, in the pool, the thing was, Balo said, man, people need more help than just the course. Like, some people really need more one-on-one, more. How can we help more people?
Right.
Well, if we do a mentorship and maybe a mastermind, we can bring them in and let them experience it, that will help more people. Remember, the idea came before even the cost.
Right.
Not, hey, how can I make $5,000
Right.
for mentorship?
Right.
Oh,
Right.
if
Right.
I can make $5,000 for mentorship, I got to do this. No. How can I help people? Let me
Yes.
stack up, how can I help people?
Yes.
This helping people, now, okay, let's just put a price on it. Well, if we really want to put a price on the time, this got to be $20,000. Well, here we go again. Most people can't afford that.
Right.
So how do we make this still affordable, but it's still worth our time?
Right.
That's how you come up with the numbers. Not, how can I make $20,000 off of each person? No,
Right.
that's not what you're supposed to do.
Right.
And that's what people mess up. And even, hats off to you with this. Your mission here is how can I connect with people?
Man.
Your connection with people is going to help other people. These
Right.
podcasts are helping people.
Yes.
I know. You know how I know? Because we're here. Because
Right.
our discernment, our spirit has us here. So I know you're not here to make money.
100%.
I know
100%.
that.
Yeah.
You're here to help people.
Right.
Yeah.
And
100%.
and watch what God gonna do.
Oh yeah.
No doubt.
That's what he's gonna do.
And I tell like everything you're saying, man, is hitting like on the money, because that's what it is, man. I tell people the same thing all the time. Don't worry about the money. I know it's hard to think like that,
Right.
but if you listen to anybody who has any type of success, they're gonna say exactly what you just now said, man. Don't worry. Just start. Just do.
Yeah.
And don't worry about the money. How could you be of service? How can you help people?
Man.
And that's 100% what this is all about. I just want to connect people, and I'm already seeing it. This, like I said, this podcast has been around for 1 month, and I'm seeing, people connecting with other people that through this platform that are now talking. So now we're building connections. Jake Trucking Empire is talking to my man in Philadelphia.
Right.
We're liking each other's pictures now, and who knows what's gonna become of that? You know what I mean?
Right.
And if I could play a part in that, man, that I'm happy. That's all I need. You know what I mean? Because that's what it's about. At the end of the day, you can't take no money with you. You can't take nothing with you. All you can take is your legacy and the people that you help, right?
Yeah.
What are they going to say about you when you're gone?
Come on, man.
You know what I mean?
You know that.
And that's what it's about. And that's what this is about. So, man, you guys are hitting like, it's crazy. I didn't know what to expect coming into this talk with y'all. But like my respect for y'all and admiration has went up like, it's crazy.
Man.
Because y'all are representing strong. Y'all are representing strong. Like, from the family unit to the way you guys move in business to everything you're doing, it's like people need to follow Hood Estates for real. For real. Like, you definitely follow y'all, man.
It's a wide open book. You can't be saying.
Yeah, that's the thing with us. You gonna get it all.
You gonna get it all right here. Ain't nothing to hide. Yes.
Yes.
Life still happens. You better know we catch it. The devil be mad because we catch all kind of bumps and bruises.
Yeah, you gotta realize when you're especially on the level that we're trying to do, when you're assisting as many people that we're helping genuinely, that we're looking to help grow, you get attacks because
you do.
It's whatever people want to call it, energy, enemy, whatever. There's a force that's going to come against you. So we experience things like things happen. You know what I mean?
Oh,
but we still keep going. So people, don't ever think you just gonna go through the rest of your life and ain't nothing gonna happen.
You better know.
It happens. It's just how do you react to it?
How do you stand?
How do you stand through it? And once you've been through that, here's the thing. What I always say, God say, wait a minute, come on. If I fed you yesterday,
come on, man.
I'll feed you today. if I got you through that situation last week, I get you through it this week.
Yes.
If last month so-and-so was acting a fool and nothing happened, this month it's gonna happen.
Come on, man.
Yes.
We have to have faith and trust that, things are not going, it's never supposed to be perfect on this side. It's not supposed to be.
Never.
But what you have to do is keep your faith and keep your trust in God. And you must know that, guess what? It's the journey. You have to enjoy the journey.
Enjoy the ride, man.
When you get to the destination, believe it or not, it's over.
Yes.
What we always say, man, learn how to have fun in that storm.
Yeah.
Right.
Smile in that storm. Put that goddamn umbrella down and let that rain beat your face. Man, have fun in that storm.
That's why we always in the pool, popping bottles, going from cities.
Oh, hell was breaking loose.
We're enjoying ourselves through the storm.
Oh, I'm talking about hell was breaking loose on some days.
You know?
You better know you will never know because you can't bash that.
And it's one thing, it's amazing. When one area closed up, meaning, okay, well, we don't have financial storms anymore, right? But you might have this. It could be a physical ailment storm. It could be a family member. It could be, we get calls and stuff of family things going on with family members. Listen, we love our family, so sometimes we can't just throw. We done got calls where people look. Can you just throw 25,000 at this? No, we can't.
Right.
I can, but I can't. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I still care. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't do that because then that's a whole other thing in itself. But I'm taking the place of God. You're not going to understand what you just went through if I'm throwing that at you. You know what I'm saying? But we still love and care. So we experience these things. You know what I mean? Like Christmas Eve, my grandmother passed away. We had 3 deaths in a matter of a few months back to back.
That's my grandbaby birthday.
Wow.
On my grand's birthday. A lot of things go on. But you gotta enjoy and smile. That's why I say have joy, not happiness. Yeah. Joy is a state of mind and heart, no matter what's going on.
Come on.
Happiness is based on what's going on.
Well, we're gonna take them offering again.
So, you gotta have joy, and you have to be able to experience those things that are in front of you. Because, like I said, the funny thing about the journey, even when it's not over, when it's over, it just changes. So if your goal was to get from here to there, like I tell people from a financial, if your goal was to go from, I want to get to $5,000 a month passive income, right? You better enjoy that journey to get to that 5, because when you get to that 5, you're going to be like, man, I need 10 grand a month.
Right.
That 10, you're going to be like, I need 15.
Man.
Right.
So if you're not enjoying yourself during that time, you're going to look up and you're just going to be a bunch of times where it look like it's going to feel like you never hit your goal, because remember, every time you reach a goal, you just expand it more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Enjoy it. Enjoy the people. Enjoy the people that are with you on this journey.
Yeah. Yes.
That's one of the most important things. Again, a lot of our family are not here. You hear me talk highly about my father. He passed away in his mid-50s, a heart failure. Just boom.
Wow.
While he was on a project doing the ribbon cutting of a building that he designed in North Miami. With the mayor there and everything. And they named the building after him, and they gave him a day in the city. But, it was the day after Father's Day. I had just talked to him. We were supposed to go have lunch.
Yeah. Life is fragile, man.
Yeah, fragile. You know what I mean? And I can go on and on stories about this, about family members. So we have to enjoy it.
But this the bummer. This the boom right here. I tell people all the time, you better not take family for granted and really enjoy your journey. I say, because I tell people all the time, y'all won't believe Pocky is the elder in his group.
Yeah.
On his dad's side. Because everybody's gone. And now he's holding that torch the way he's supposed to hold it.
Yeah.
He doesn't want nobody else's shoes. He's holding the torch like he's supposed to hold it, because God knew he was going to call him home, but he was telling Pikey along the way, you better get ready.
Yeah.
So enjoy this journey. You better learn how to smile. You better learn how to stand. You better learn how to activate your faith.
Wow.
Because it's a time that you got to hold this torch all by yourself. We were just laughing today at my cousin's house that I remember them long Wednesday night prayer meetings, them long Friday night prayers, and I used to be in that so mad because I'm hot. We standing, they still on the ground for hours, and I'm just like, it ain't that much time with God like that. We ready to go. Y'all calling out our names, telling all our business,
right?
And I'm just mad.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you right now, me and Pocky, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, we was upstairs and we were doing a whole praise and worship, and we were crying, and he was like, and we didn't even say anything. He then turned around and he had tears on his eyes. He said, babe, I missed them prayers. I missed that prayer. He said, babe, ain't nobody here no more to cover us. And I was like, dang, babe, I was crying for the same. I came out the bathroom, I was crying for the same thing. And it's amazing that those elders that was here telling us that you gonna miss these prayer meetings. You gonna miss me calling out your name. You gonna miss me twisting your ear. You gonna miss me telling you that I love you.
Yeah.
You gonna miss it.
Yeah.
You gonna miss it.
Yep.
And I used to be saying, ain't nobody missing this because this ain't no fun. Ain't nobody finna be missing this.
Yeah.
And I tell you that day, and
Wow.
still to this day, when we always in our cousin yard, we was like, we'll give anything to be in that hot room.
Yeah.
And taking that extra prayer. We'll pray an extra hour if we can get some of that back.
Wow. Wow.
And nothing like it.
Enjoy the journey, man. That's so
Enjoy it.
important. And you know, another thing people don't realize, like the more money you make, it really doesn't feel any different. Life is still the same around you. You know what I mean? You
It is.
5,000 a month to 10,000 to 60,000. It doesn't feel any different. You might accumulate a few more things.
Right.
But life is still the same. Everything else is still the same. It don't feel any
Listen,
different.
I tell people all the time, listen, when we had less money, that's the key. We would just staying at cheaper hotels. But we were still in the pool.
Right.
You know, a $60 bottle of Clico, it might have been a $10
I didn't know that was
kind of
the Yellowtail.
Yellowtail or something like that. But you
That's
know,
it.
it's the same thing. You know, it's the same thing. Like
It
you
is.
said.
But you know
Wow.
what? Money, you know what? It get lonelier because you don't know who to trust.
Yeah.
Right. For
When you
sure.
ask for all this money, boy, that circle get real
It's
small.
Yeah.
For sure.
You
For
don't-
sure.
You don't make that circle small, boy. You'll think who won't hit you will hit
Yeah.
you.
For sure.
But
100%.
That's from Hood Street there. That's why you, if you want to, looking like a whole filet mignon and think I ain't finna tap you a little bit. Okay.
So what is next for Hood Estates? What I mean, you guys have covered everything. I mean, you guys are laying the blueprint and the foundation, you know, teaching us about financial freedom. What do you see? What's the next step?
Oh, was it?
I'll be honest, man. You know, every time I try to come with a plan, God just has a way of like.
Let me let you in on the secret. We call it, honestly, and it's crazy. My cousin ain't believe it until they was up here about 2 years. I call Pocky Abraham. I call him Abraham every time since the moment this man has been in my uncle, even when we were young.
Yeah.
God has always uprooted him. As soon as Pocky think he got it,
Yes.
as soon as he done mastered
Oh,
something,
this is good. I'm
God
done.
shifted.
Yeah.
Yes.
He never wants Pocky with the same thing. And I told him, I have now know to understand that I can't get comfortable in settling in anything. Like Pocky check. I said, okay, Abraham.
Right.
Moving.
God puts him where he needs him. And that's it.
And that's why I don't too much.
Yeah.
I believe it or not, I've heard a few other successful people say it. You'll hear it from me. I don't really set goals, not big goals like that, because, you know, one is it just puts a lot of strain and stress on you trying to reach big goals. But I don't know. Like, again, you would have told me 3 years ago, you know, that we would Instagram Hood Estates, 100 and something thousand. What?
Right.
I'm not even on social media. Like, period. You would have told me 2 years ago, trucking. We don't know trucking.
Right.
We own some trucks that we, you know, have, but we don't teach that to people.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you'd have told me, you know, years ago, a hotel, no, what? Are you serious? You know, Jacksonville. Who lives in Jacksonville?
I know.
We from Miami, like Jacksonville. Nobody
never
lives in
leave it,
Jacksonville, you know.
Right.
So, you know, we don't know, man. What we do know, though, is we're going to continue helping people, building up the community, keep serving.
Yeah.
And wherever the chips fall, they fall, you know. If I tell you something now, you'd probably interview us again next year. It sounds like you lied to us. You told you gonna be doing this.
I know.
You know.
Yeah, we don't.
Now you over here doing that. You know, right?
That's why I was like, you didn't hear me? I was like, I don't know, Chuck.
Yeah, we don't know. But it will involve helping people.
It will always. That's our heart.
That's always been us.
That's always been the key. 100%, man, and y'all have been blessed, and y'all are doing it, man. Y'all are doing it. It's really a pleasure talking to y'all. I mean, I know this is truck and hustle. Listen, the truck.
Talk about trucking.
The trucking part. Look, y'all go by the course. All right.
There you go. Go by the course.
Everything trucking, y'all go by the course. But really, honestly, y'all needed to hear all this other stuff because this is the mindset stuff, the family stuff, the relationship stuff, the financial stuff. This is really the stuff that's important because business is business, right?
Hey, Ramel, let me tell you something. I'm so glad you said that because people don't understand. Believe it or not, what we just talked about is the most important part.
Right.
Because people wonder why people get into business or investments and they don't work. I said it in the mastermind. Probably 80% of the time is not the business. You know how many people have told me, oh, the trucking industry, da, 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 da. Oh, the real estate market, blah, 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 blah. Listen, there's people that make money in up markets, down markets. When you know how to make money, you know how to make money.
I know
the thing is most people, it's not the industry or the business. It's user error.
Yes.
And that user error is because the mindset is not there.
Right.
Like, we get hit with issues. You think, like, people don't think stuff happen to our trucks. Like, they break. You know, I don't even post it all the time because I don't want to discourage. I post sometimes. You know, I post. I have to post the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Right.
But if I post everything, some people are like, "Oh my God, that's a part of the business." Like the truck, that's what happens. You know, we're prepared. So having the right mindset is literally more important than the knowledge, because if you take the right mindset, you can open up a lemonade stand and make money. Has nothing to do with trucking. Has nothing to do with real estate.
No.
You can do anything if you have the right mindset. So this is so important. Like you said, the knowledge on trucking is there in the course, but being in the right mindset, understanding how to overcome obstacles as a couple, as an individual, having your faith. You know, some people out here wondering why I ain't working, man. You got it all on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Take it off your shoulders. You know?
There you go.
So, you know, this was important. I'm glad. I'll be honest, man. Again, I connect with your spirit to a level that you don't even understand. Because usually people don't drag all this out of me. You know what I mean? So you know, I don't know if ever anybody else will hear the stories that we went into here, but I felt so comfortable, like, you know, it's just me talking to my brother here, you know.
No doubt. Well, you are talking to your brother, man, because we all definitely family. And like I said, like I had no idea what to expect, and I'm like a little nervous, like how do I approach these people? But you know what? You know what really kind of settled me down when we were talking in the DMs, and you kind of hit me with the, I gotta make sure I look good for the camera, like you know. I was like, all right, this is a cool dude, you know what I mean? I was like, all right, so you know we could get on the same level, because you never know what to expect with people.
Yeah, I'll be honest, man. Some people are just too far. They you know, it ain't that serious. You know, some people like, look, man, you gotta meet the people where they are in order to help them. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be like, I'm above everybody and expect to help people. So what happened was, when he hit me in the DM, I asked him, I say, well, is the podcast via phone or is it like video? Because I said, I need to know if I need to go get trimmed up. You know?
Right, get trimmed up real quick.
Or I could just be sitting here chilling in my drawers, maybe. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why I said it. But, you know, like I said, man, we you know, I've been following you, and, you know, again, see, believe it or not, I'll say this too, like, take all of our elite advisors on our elite platform. A lot of those people, you know, when I brought them into the elite advisor board, you know, they only had a couple of thousand followers. It wasn't, and they was like, what, you call? Because I'm not looking at a follower count.
No.
Like, that doesn't mean nothing. I'm looking at the heart of the person.
Right.
So believe it or not, all of them, just like you, trust me, I stalked you for a minute. Even it's amazing I had knew before Carl hit me up, you know, I think you posted something and I liked it or something on your page or something.
Okay.
And I have been following you low key. You know what I'm saying? I'm stalking you a little bit.
Yeah.
Not even knowing about coming on the podcast, but just trying to genuinely connect with people in the industry.
Like-minded people, right?
Like-minded people.
100%.
So, you know, I'm watching, and, you know, so even when you hit me up, like I say, Carl had already hit me. Carl was the confirmation of something I already knew.
Right.
You know right. So it is important to, you know, I tell people, stay focused, stay on your journey. Don't worry about who's watching, because God's watching. And he'll bring whoever and whatever you need across your path.
Come on, man.
You don't have to go look for nothing. He'll bring it all to you. You know, if you're doing it right, he'll bring it to you.
Wow.
So I just wanted to put that out there again, man. Hats off to you. We appreciate you for having us.
Sure.
You know, man.
Thank you so much.
Where you located at?
I'm in Jersey. Jersey.
Yeah,
dirty Jersey, man.
Dirty Jersey. All right, man, we got to link sometime, man.
Man, I need to fly out to the next mastermind, man. I'd like to.
Hey, you know
what I'm saying?
Don't even get us Listen, when we started, we said we ain't doing another mastermind. But man, what we got in DM today,
we might take it to the level, man.
Boy, when I tell you that mastermind will be talked about for a century.
Yeah. I don't know if we can do that.
My
we gonna
God.
talk about that. That's a whole nother level now. But
We would never be. I don't know if we ever be talking. We can't talk that one again.
Wow.
Oh yeah. I mean, they been hitting up in the DM. They was like, so yeah, I know we could do. It was just like, but you know what? I told Foggy what's a beautiful thing is this, and I think too. And let me share this with your audience. I can tell y'all this. When you do something and you start seeing people mimicking you, don't think they mimicking you because it's out of hate or that they trying to steal my style. No, you just inspired somebody, and it's crazy. I had prayed over me, Parky Barlow, and my cousins them. I prayed over us because I said after we do this, I said yeah, people go start doing masterminds like us. And I said, just as sure as they go do that, you got to understand there's a thing called this flesh. And we can get beside ourselves.
Right.
I began to pray. And I woke and I told Foggy about 3 or 4 months ago, God woke me up before I got out of my bed. And he said this to me. He said, baby girl, let me talk to you, because he always called me baby girl. He said, let me talk to you for a minute. He said, let me tell you something. He said, before y'all let y'all flesh get involved, he said, I want you to understand this. Y'all ain't do that mastermind. I was like, what you mean? Yeah, we did. He was like, no, you didn't. He said, did you not seek me for the information? Did you not seek me for the people? Did you not seek me for the finances? Did you not seek me for the answers to the solutions that was showing up day by day?
Hey, before them people walk through the door, they don't even know. We gathered hands and we did a prayer right in front of the door before they walked in. When we found out, okay, they 5 minutes away. Hey man, we grabbed hands.
Yeah, we did.
And we say, God, man, let your will be done.
Have your way.
You know?
Wow.
So how would you even think to be bothered that if somebody mimicking you? If anybody they mimicking me.
Yeah.
Because I gave you the whole blueprint.
Yeah.
So be proud that they celebrating your father without even knowing. I said, well, you doing this your bad stuff, and I'm going to shut on up. And I told that to my baby. And I shared that with him. I said, we don't have to be bothered because the flesh can get in the way.
Right.
And if you think that somebody trying to cover you and all you doing is inspiring the way that God told you to be.
And there's nothing new under the sun anyway.
Ain't nothing.
So
100%.
Nothing. That's a beautiful
100%.
thing.
Yeah.
Right.
So what? And then you know what? It might not even be no mimicking. You know what it might be? It might be, you know what? They probably was thinking and said, ooh, I can really do it because I saw them
somebody
doing
else do it. Now I know I can do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't take what the enemy or your flesh is trying to make to a negative, and you better start celebrating people.
Yeah.
Right.
Celebrate them right in the midst of what they're doing. Celebrate other people, man.
No doubt. Wow. Well, I'm waving the Hood Estates flag from now on, man. Y'all have become family tonight. We done talked for 2.5 hours.
Oh, really?
2.5 hours.
No.
Man.
Oh man.
Listen. This is family right here, y'all. Seriously, this conversation blew my mind for real. I didn't expect this, but I'm so glad that. Thank you for Carl Stewart for making this connection. Appreciate it, man. Because man, like you said, connecting. I don't even know what to say, man. Listen, any final thoughts, Packy, Sandy? Give some final thoughts to the people. Let's wrap this up because
because we'll go on another hour or so, just like the pastor at the end of the sermon. I'm gonna close in the next 5 minutes.
I'm gonna be closing now, right?
An hour later, we still talking, right?
Exactly.
Go ahead, you can.
All right, so what I'm gonna do like I usually do at the end. Let's go. Let the words from my mouth. And look at that church boy. There it is.
Let's get it.
Listen, I just want to tell y'all, man, listen, whatever you need to take from this, take from it. Whatever you need to toss out. Like we always said, ever since as soon as it got in our hearts a couple years ago, we said, man, take the meat out of life and spit out the bone, man, and just keep it moving. Hold on to what you need to hold on to.
I love that.
And what I'll say is, obviously a lot of bombs was dropped here, but enjoy the journey and enjoy the people on the journey with you.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that.
Man, y'all hear that? Enjoy the journey. Take the meat and spit out the bone. I love that. I've never heard that before. That's a good one.
No.
That's a good one. Listen, Hood Estates, a beautiful couple, black family representing strong
Thank you.
Mackie, Sandy, thank you so much for joining us on the show.
We're humble for you to have us.
I hope to have y'all back for another 2.5 hours, maybe a couple months or something like that.
Let's do it.
We got it.
We got to stay connected, man, for real. Like real talk and just build together, because I love y'all energy. And, it's just great to see like-minded people out here doing it for our people and just building. And it's just a great thing all across the board, man. I love it.
Definitely.
Thank you. And thank you for being a great servant.
Yes.
Doing what you're supposed to do. You being the ear.
Yes.
Thank you.
A lot of things for people, man.
And I pray and declare blessings over you and your family, man.
Sure.
Thank you.
That whatever God has for you is for you, and you receive it.
Thank you. All right, man. You guys take care. Have a good night. I hope that storm stopped. Back there?
We went away after the bomb stopped dropping.
What's the plans for the night? Y'all going out, or y'all staying in for the night?
We actually we hitting the road tomorrow.
Yeah.
We hitting the road tomorrow. We going to Orlando.
Okay.
Yeah, so we go on vacation for a few more days or something. Who knows? We be going destinations with one-way destinations. We don't.
Right.
We come back after we get there.
Oh, that's dope. That's what it's about. All right, well, listen, I'm staying connected to y'all, man. We family now, so definitely look forward to seeing a message from me soon, man.
Definitely.
All right, y'all take care. Have a good night.
All right, man.
All right, be good.
All right,
Later.
If you like what you heard, it's only gonna get better. Make sure you subscribe and leave us a comment. Let us know what you want to learn or hear more about. Till next time, love is love. Truck and hustle.